their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Canes will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Got enough for the first down and wants more. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. Of the run game, well, that's the play, that's the extension of. It's the toss, and when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown Sooners!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. On 1st down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Pulls and fires complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looks as if he's going to run it. Crosses the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man and they convert. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Oklahoma 7, Miami 0.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. On the run, it's Valentine. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Miami!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Auburn. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Coming after it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed they have up front as they're able to notch that sack.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's loose at the 15. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He looks that one in nicely. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Okay, ready? And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Hand off from the shotgun.
At midfield, he's got room.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Pulls it in. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer.
And he breaks into the open. The 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown Sooners!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for space. It's Valentine. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll pull it down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Leaves it with the running back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw? You get a little bit of time to throw, you can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. They're working that left side. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Now, 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's the handoff. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're bringing heat, buying some time. Got him downfield. Into the spin cycle and forward. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Stark. Unloads to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
The Sooners are on the move. From the red zone, looking for a space. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
Looking to throw it again. Using the quick game. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 4.
That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Line gets set, first down. The big fullback's got it. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
The fullback. This takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. He'll pull it down and run. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma 28, Miami 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback checking off. On 4th down, looking to pass. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him some space. The defense was ready. Nice job falling forward, getting at least a little bit on the play.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense has given up some plays, some passing yards on this drive. You want to stop that? Nice job rushing the quarterback, making him feel a little bit of pressure and getting him on the ground and now getting him behind the sticks.
A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Wants to go up top. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. At the 35, he's loose. All kinds of running room. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Here's the give off the left side. Open space at the 25. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown Sooners! And the punishment has been extended.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the... And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. Scooped up by the kicking team.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, man, that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Utah is putting on a show offensively. They've built up a comfortable lead against an opponent that's really been outmanned. They're up by 17 over Auburn. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe it's something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. He's going to take off. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Five wide receiver formation on 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take that beautiful victory formation, run the clock, and get the W.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases